Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carried by the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half. Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do? Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Marshawn Lattimore.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Saints, first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sione Taki leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Delpit on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Michael Thomas, incomplete. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike's 15, Mike's 15. Alert, 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 alert. Get in the way. Check 52.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Saints nothing.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10, under 10.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down throw for Mayfield. He stiff arms him. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
To Donovan Peoples-Jones. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jacob Phillips came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cox. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First down, New Orleans.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He was taken down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Eckler. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Thomas Morstead.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
I got 15. Go, go, go.
Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 47 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 23.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Going for it all. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Browns 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike 15. Mike 15.
Now Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Mayfield's pass intercepted by the Saints. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, I'm sure that he's right.
They run again on first down, Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
King. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Wide. Get wide.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he is all the way up past the 25.
By the Saints.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 28.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Complete to Odell.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 36, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Round 7.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run here with Eckler. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First down, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
10 at the 42-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense gets back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Chubb. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
51 for Mike, boy, 51.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And here a juke. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv.
The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. 24 is the mark.
They'll try again with Chubb. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Browns, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers